Teching is an important mechanic in Smash, simply done by pressing shield before hitting the surface, but a lot of people don't know the ins and outs of using techs in Ultimate and how each of them vary. In today's video, we'll be going over everything you need to know about techs. From grounding and ceiling techs, how to survive untechable spikes, and even more advanced options such as air dodge tech recoveries. First of all, the way that teching works in Ultimate is that once you are sent to the tumble, you must press the shield button within 11 frames of hitting any surface. From there, you're able to choose between neutral tech roll in, or tech roll away, all decided by the direction you hold when you're teching. Should you miss a tech, then you'll be put in a lockout window where you can't move for a short amount of time. After that window passes, you can still do the traditional get-up options, or press A or B to do a get-up attack. And fun fact, the get-up attack animation you do will change depending on what direction you're in when you fall down. Just watch out for missed techs, since you can get jab blocked and take massive damage for it. A different kind of tech is a wall tech, which is just whenever you tech a wall. Now, when you tech a wall, you have a total of 5 frames of a tech animation before you become actionable again. If you just tech and do nothing more, you simply get a regular tech as per usual. But, if you tech and hold up during the tech, you'll perform a tech wall jump. You're still actionable after 5 frames with either, but the tech wall jump can be used for recovery as it doesn't burn your double jump. And every character can tech wall jump, even those without a traditional wall jump. Ceiling techs are a bit different, and you're not really going to be seeing them much if at all, unless you're fighting against Steve. Big surprise. During a ceiling tech, you're locked into place and can't pick an option until after 25 frames. The only option you really have here are tech and don't tech. However, you are able to drift left and right during it, and the distance that you travel will vary depending on the character you're using. Now, you only have invulnerability for about 17 frames, so in this matchup, you'd get punished for teching if it's off stage, but likewise, you can also reversal Steve for it if you ever force them to ceiling tech. Now, this obviously won't be seen too often in nearly any match you play, but it's always good to know in case the opportunity ever comes up. Now let's go over something known as untekables. When you hit into a stage, you'll see this blue spark effect play. What this means is that this is a missed tech, and that if you hit the tech button in the right time, you would have been able to tech. Now right here is an untekable. Notice the kill sparks that show up here, followed by the spark effect now being red. This means that the speed at which you launched at was too high, so no matter what timing you have, you can't tech. Well, this is a bit of a lie, as if you're near the untekable window in percent, you can hold down after getting hit, and doing so reduces your launch speed influence, or LSI. What this does is reduce your speed, so that as you get hit, and since speed determines if something is techable or not, it will let you live. Just, hold down and then time the tech properly. Another kind of untekable is a grounded untekable. Basically, it's impossible to tech spikes off of the ground regardless of strength. This holds true for spikes in the air as well, but it requires you to be at a higher percent. Some moves, like DK's down B, which is used to kill confirm, can still be teched. Because the first hit sends you up into the air, the second hit as a spike isn't nearly as strong, which lets you tech it. Same thing goes for Joker's down air to up smash confirm with Arsene. At lower percents, if you get hit by the first hit of down air, it will pop you up, letting you tech the second hit. Let's look at another cool thing about teching. Did you know that you can air dodge to tech? If you're in freefall and you do a neutral air dodge or a directional air dodge, you'll tech once you land on the ground. And as long as you change the direction of your moveset before you pick up the tech option, you can do a lot of cool mix-ups. For example, you can directional air dodge to the left and then change directions to end up tech rolling to the right, and vice versa. Likewise, you can also do a neutral tech by letting go of the movestick after the directional air dodge. Another cool trick with directional air dodges and neutral tech is that if done near the edge of a platform or a stage, you'll get pushed off and be actionable immediately. It's situational at best, but it's definitely fun to know. This can also be done off of wall techs too. In this example, let's assume that Mario didn't have a double jump. Here, Joker does a back air and it doesn't send him into a tech situation, and the Mario doesn't think that they can up B to recover. What they can do is air dodge into the stage, hold up to tech wall jump, and then do what they need to do after. It's situational, but a lot of times this can be just what's needed to survive. The last thing we'll be going over is a fun trick. Now normally when you do a tech onto a platform, it'll work like any other tech. But if you get footstooled the frame or so before being able to tech, some characters will get put into their grounded footstool animation. This mostly has something to do with the character's hitbox being extended into the stage, so the game can think that they're standing, but we're not entirely too sure. Regardless, getting down there into Alien Falcon Kick is always a fun thing to have. Anyways, that about does it for the video. Hopefully you're able to learn something new about teching in Ultimate. With that out of the way, hope you all enjoyed.